Welcome to Monday morning. So these cables were supposed to be, you can't even see them on the Jointech. There we go. So the 240s, there's three of them, 1, 2, and there's one behind there and the earth there. They come through that window, straight up and into that panel. Now, this panel's supposed to have a mod done on it, but they brought the wrong gear, so that's not getting done, which is useful. But all the other small cables, all of this lot, was supposed to be dressed onto there, up and round, and then they drop off either there, that one, or the one at the end. So I've arrived this morning, nearly fell over, and all of that was just loads of coils of cable on the floor. Nothing's obviously been done, so I've been running them out to try and get a bit of room, because yeah, there wasn't any. The floor was just full of coils of cable, so I'm going to crack on with that and try and make a bit more room and check back with you. Right then, it's Tuesday morning now. So I lifted the three 240s in the earth, lifted them up, put a piece of, oh, you can't see there, look, there's a piece of unit strut just up there. So I've tied all of the cables up out the way in order to get the sweep across cables dressed round now. So that one drops off there, and then they drop off at the respective cable ways, end, middle. But the next one, we've been waiting on. It's taken all day Monday and some of Tuesday to do this, because we've been waiting on destinations, because the cables, the numbers on the cables, some of them don't match up to the numbers on the panels, so we've had to go back to drawings and try and find out what's going on, which is a bit of a pain. Huh? Somebody has been a bit silly. Anyway, if you look, the person that's done whatever cabling's been already installed has put all of the cables at the front. In every one. In every cableway, all of the cables go to the front. Instead of thinking, oh, you know what, for future, what I'll do is I'll put them at the back of the plate so I can still reach them, which isn't an issue. And then the next person who comes, they can just go, right, I can use all the space at the front to get my future cables in. No, I'll use all the space and make it difficult for the next person. So God knows what they're going to look like, but this is going to be today's task and tomorrow's task and Thursday's task by the look of it. They're only small. I mean, that's like a 20. It feels like a 25 or a 35 mil, but it is actually a 4-core 16, because they're all FPs, so they're all fire rated, so they're all got lots of insulation and all that sort of stuff in them. Even, I mean these, like the 4-core 4 mils and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. So I'm just going to spend, oh, that's a 3-core 16, is it? I'm going to spend the next 4 days covered in fiberglass. Anyway, I'll let you know any developments that happen as to the cables being glanded, which is, I think, is going to be terrible, but might be just being too sceptical, but we'll see. So here we go, as a perfect example. I mean, the panels are terribly designed to start off with, having the chambers opposite each other, and the cables have got to, you know, alright, it's alright when they're this size, but if you've got any sort of decent sized cables, they're going to interrupt each other going into the... But if you look, the cables are right at the front. They come down. Yeah, I need to undo that. I can't even move them out the way to get them. So what am I going to do? That's just somebody's idiotic planning, that. Like, you wouldn't bring them in there, coming down in front of the way where all of the cables go in either side. You'd put them at the back so you can sweep them forward and in. But no, I'm afraid not. Just absolutely amazes me. Anyway, see what I can do now. I want to tie them up to the earth bar. I mean, the earth bar, look, the earth bar's completely inaccessible. How am I supposed to get anything in there? Dog meat. How's your day going? I've just went to put the banjo to market, went to press it with the paint pen, and that's just happened. A big puddle of paint all over the thing. Oh. What a day. What a day. I feel like Bob Ross now. We don't make mistakes, we just make little happy accidents. And I'll tell you something, Bob, that wasn't happy. Oh! Right, I'm gonna go spinning the armour off. It might get caught on the panel, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. So this is a 4-core 70 Fp600. Here we go. Oh, that was terrible. That was hopeless. I didn't come off that time. No, that was pure garbage, that. Well, this is the fun thing about dealing with FP cables now. We've got all of the itchiness. Oh God, I hate FP cables. And this, incidentally, is a 50S gland, which you'd normally put a 40mm on a 70, but because it's a FP cable, it goes up one side because of all the 6 ton of fiberglass that's inside it. Like what else? Right, so what I've just had to do, as you can see, is I've had to strip the ends of the cables. I'm trying to find another one there. There's another one over there, and then one over the back. And what that is to ascertain the size of the glands that need to go on. Now, I've got the glands sorted, so now I've got selection of glands there. There's the line that I'm going to hit. I can't come too far to the front because I've got this box that I've got to go around. They've just made it the whole job. I'm very, very unhappy about it. But this is what I'm here for. So I've got a 32, a 25, a 32, then a 50, a 25, a 40, and the last one's a 32. So I've got to drill those holes now, mark them out, make them fit. And then I've got to find homes for all of these earths. So they've all got to go in, but I'm hoping that I can get those sort of round the back there and down. It's not so much drilling the hole, it's actually tightening the lock nuts, because obviously all of this in here is getting grips in, reaching around. My arms are only so long, I'm only short. So yeah, it's going to be awkward. But I'll see what happens when we get done. Right there, there's all the holes marked, or all the holes, yeah, centres marked. There's all the lock nuts and banjos that I've used to get them done. So now I've got hopefully a straight line of cables. The earths are all drilled in there. So I'm going to put them away in a minute. And then it'll be moving on to that one, but I've got to get all of those up and in. It obviously won't be tonight because it's 4:30 now. So I get the holes drilled and then I'll just see how many I can get away before they kick me out. But this is not fun. This is not fun. Well, that's it for tonight. I've got 2 in. Can you see there's 2 in? Yeah. So I've got 2 in. Everything is at arm's length because I can only get my body to there in that area and my head. And I'm like, look, as you see, everything is a complete arm's length. It's going to get easier as I come this way, but then I can't get the grips in. So I can't get a pair of grips that I'll be able to tighten that lock nut there. But this 50mm, I'm going to struggle, and then the rest of them, and I'm going to have to like tap the lock nut round with a hammer and screwdriver, because there's no way I can get in, because of the idiots who did that before, who basically just used all of the gland plate unnecessarily, didn't think about anybody else, completely selfish, and then the rest of us have to struggle. So today, I am not a happy chappy, but I might go to the gym now and I might go for a couple of beers, but yeah, I'm not best pleased. Right, I'm going to try again. Still rubbish. 2, 4, 6, bloody hell, 8, 11, rubbish. And I didn't put my wire on, but I did put the wire on the other one, and it was just as shit. Well, there you go. Oh, there goes all the lights. Brilliant. One bloody light now. What's he turned those off for? So this is the struggle, right? I've got the cable up in the air. I've got it measured to length. It's just inside, I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. Only just inside the actual gland hole. Now, this is what I'm working with. I can't get through here, look. I'm working at arm's length, trying to move it in, because some idiot put all these in the way. So the only other option would be sort of to climb up onto the rack and forth, but then I'd have to climb back down because it would get caught in here. So basically, I'm working at arm's length on a set of steps, trying to get this cable around 4-core 70mm. It's not massive, but it's just an awkward position to be in. Let's see if I can get this set. Right, there we go. Right then. How the bloody hell? I'll have to come up with something else. It's just not going to go. It's just getting caught too much. And I can't do anything to get near to it because of the stupid people before them. No. I'll have to find another way. Bloody typical, that, isn't it? Only a little cable, just spun them straight off. Didn't videos. Did 2 videos of absolutely garbage, and the one that I don't video comes all off. And obviously I might be lying, but I'm not. Now I'm fed up. didn't have that, I'd have been a bit stuck. Ridiculous. Right then, now start the termination. So I've got cables going into there and that one, and they've got to come in sort of and then into there, but there's already cables in those ones, so that they're going to cross into it. Honestly, it is just a feeble design, and obviously they haven't helped by putting the cables right in the way. So I imagine it's going to be hilarious. I don't know whether you can hear it outside, but it's raining. Now, rain doesn't usually bother anybody if they're indoors and they're dry and whatever else. But I am dry, but the rain, it's just like someone drumming constantly. So if I'm tired in the morning, that'll be why. It's always nice to hear at the start. You think, oh, how relaxing, but it isn't relaxing. It's just constant. It never stops. Yeah, it's starting to get heavier as well. Oh no. Oh well. Bad night's sleep for me. Morning. Anyway, last night was awful because it rained. And then everybody with a noisy car or a noisy motorbike decided they wanted to drive around the area of London that I was trying to sleep in. And then a man and woman decided to have a conversation right outside the van at about midnight, which didn't help matters, so I'm a bit tired this morning. Anyway, I've got a little bit to do. I think there's 10 cables to do. I don't think I'll get them all done today, but I'll get somewhere near. I'm just going to start dressing them into a bend now and get ready. This is the light I've got. So, nice and light, dicky dark. If you stand here, you can see how dark it is in this part of the room, and that's the only light I've got. So I've got all of those little babby ones, look. All FP cables, so they'll be like 4 mils and 10 mils. So I've got all them to go into the back of the gland plate. So again, I'll be reaching through and working one-handed and stuff. See if we can get the light on. I can see a little bit better now. So I've got all of those to go because they took all of the room in this one. If they'd have brought them into the back corner over there, everybody would have been happy, but no. They brought them at the front, right-hand side. Absolute hopeless. Anyway, that's my job today. See how many I get done. Right, so the plan of action is to use this area of the gland plate. And basically, those three, I'm going to drop, bump, bump, bump. And then what we've got is those. So there's those two, and then the 5 there. So what they're going to have to like sweep across here like that and down and in. There's not really a lot else I can do other than pull those out, which I don't want to do. So now I've just got to decipher which size glands I need, which you'd go, well, that's obvious because that's that and that's that, but these are all FP cables. So some of them go up a size. So let's say that is, I don't know, say 4 course 16. Did you get that in a so you might be able to get that in a 25, but then it might go into a 32. So you've got to go through them like manually, which is a royal pain in the buttocks, but they're all really small, so there's nothing to wrestle with. So I'm going to decipher that now, what sizes they are. Sometimes you actually have to do it by, just 2 seconds going down these steps, by actually stripping the end of the cable and seeing what gland goes on, because you can't be 100% sure, and there's no point in drilling a 32mm hole if you only need a 25, because you can't weld 7mm worth of cable, 7mm worth of gland plate back on, can you? So that's my job now. So this is for the test to see what size gland I need. I'm thinking this one might be a 32, which is fortunate because the rest of them aren't, and I've only got one 32. So if this is a 32, I can actually do the job. So that'd be nice, wouldn't it? And the rest of them are just 25mm, possibly even 20mm. I've brought some 20s as well. Take this off. The thing is, there isn't really another way of doing it other than doing it manually, because it can be deceiving. Yeah, that's not going on there. So that one is the 32. I'm hoping there isn't another one. There's the 32. Excellent news. So we know that that one is a 32mm. Right, so here we go. I've got my little set out. So 32 in that corner, all the rest are 25s. I thought I might have got away with some 20s, but they're not. And then I've got a 32 there and a 25 in there. The ones with the banjos are the glands that I've actually got. So I don't have that 25 and I don't have that 32, so that's going to have to wait till Monday. But I can still drill the holes. Fortunately, it's those two cables which are going to be the last ones to go in anyway, which is nice. So it's not going to stop me. I think that one, you know something, is that one a 32? Because it looks very similar to that. Oh no, that might really mess things up. Have I done that? Yeah, there's that one there. Let's just check. I think I've... Let me lift it out there. Right. So it's that one. That one, that one, that one. Oh, I've stripped the end of it, look. That's going to be a 32. Is it? Oh no, it's only a 3-core. Oh look. So that might be a 25. Oh, fiddlesticks. Hang on. Let's have a look at that then. Oh! Yes, boy. Yeah, I've already done that one, haven't I? Silly sausage that I am. So there we go. So now I know, yeah, I can do 8 of them now. I'll just have to wait till I'll have to wait till Monday to do the other 2. So I can drill the holes and I can actually start. That's a good thing. There's another good thing to do. Obviously they're the 25s, but right on 32, 32, just so you don't whack a load of 25s in or you don't know which one's which. So just a little reminder. Now then, what happens is, see where I took all the cloth off, that sort of inhibits the wheel of the cutter going into the iron, so there's a chance, I did squeeze quite hard, but there is a chance that these won't have, that they won't have come off. See, I can't even see it because the cloth's still over the top. I hate this cable. Oh no, I've got it, look, that's alright. Oh, that was pretty good. Quite happy with that. There we go. Right. I'll get this gland on now and I can get that offered into the hole. It goes to MCC4, which is at the bottom. So I've got 2.4 meters on the end of it. So yeah, I'll drop this in now. Nothing much to see. You can watch it if you want. Do you want to watch? Do you want to watch it? Go on, leave it on. Oh no, I've got to put the gland on first, haven't I? Just some people. There it is. Take me to church, as dogged trying lies. Scissors are on the floor, so rather than climb down these 3 steps, I'll just use my knife because I'm a lazy sort. Awful stuff. What makes my life worse as well is all this floats about, but it tends to sit here and then it itches my nose, so I'm constantly, as you'll see. Really awful. Oh, hang on. Nearly forgot. Put the wedding ring on. Straighten it out a little bit. Slightly bent. Next purchase is some of those Nipex ones. The Nipex flat mouth grips. Oops. Too big. What do you do now? 32, 25 won't go on, 32 is too big. There's a problem. Right, the only thing I can come up with is I've asked him to get a 32 with a serrated cone. So I get the 32 with the serrated cone so the olive doesn't have to compress down onto the armouring, and hopefully that'll hold the armouring in place, because if it doesn't, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do. And there's 2 of these cables. There's the other one there. Oh no, there, sorry. So yeah, I don't know, because it's FP. There's no regulation on the sizes on the back of packaging or anything like that. You just not obviously normally you go up to the next size, but this one ain't having it. It ain't having it. So that'll have to wait till Monday now. if you can get the glands here. So I'm just continuing with the little babby 25s. I'm going to get them dropped in, and hopefully that'll solve the problem, because if it doesn't, I don't know. Like, anyone know anything? Let me know and I'll be glad of your input. Right, because this job is awful, I've only got one little bit of pleasure, and that is trying to do this. So I'm going to do it on every cable now until I actually twist them off. That was rubbish. I'll get it in order at some point. See this, look, and you've got to undo all of this. So this is all the paper that they wrap around it. So score it ever so gently to get through a few. So then that comes off. And you unwrap it. Actually, I might score down that. See what that does. Oh, Daddy! That is the daddy, that. Me like an absolute plum, unwrapping it all like that all the way around. If you score down it, it unloosens itself and you can just slide it straight off. There's a bit of time I've wasted in my life unwrapping all of that. Moron. I won't be doing that very quickly again then. Well, I might need the tie-up trick here. Yeah. Put that on a bit tight, I think. Or cut it a bit tight, should I say. That one. That one. I'm going to do 3 this time. See if I can get it in with 3. And that one. Ready? What a tip! That's a beaut! That is a brilliant tip. I love that. I'm not sure what everyone's doing at the weekend, but I'm going to Cambridge. I was supposed to be going to a gig, but it got cancelled because the venue was unsure about COVID and all that sort of stuff. So me and the missus are just going to go and have a jolly old time. Have something to eat without having to go and wipe asses and get juice, read bedtime stories, and just get to do what like adults do. So that'd be nice. And then because that gig was cancelled, they rescheduled it for like, I think it's September they said. And that's again in Cambridge. But there's a pal of mine, or 2 pals of mine actually, playing at the Junction in Cambridge, so if you're around that area, I'd suggest you go and watch them because they're brilliant. I'll be going, and that's in September as well. But before that at a similar time, I'm also going to watch Harry Styles at Wembley Arena. the daughter wants to go, so I said we'll go. We got the tickets the other week. Harry Styles, 43 years of age, and I'm going to watch boy band members. Thing is, I'd never go and see him on my own, so I can say that I've seen him. I know it's nothing to write home about, but at least he's one I can tick off the list, I suppose, of acts that I've seen over my career. Harry Styles. Good heavens. That was funny. Went dark then. It's done it again. Was it my eyes or something? Either that or I'm going to sing now. Gone round the bend. Essentially, I am going round the bend really because I'm talking to bloody self. There's no one in the room with me. I suppose that's the thing about relaying information to people who aren't there, who aren't present. You've got to record it, but talk like they are present in the room. Which, I'll be honest with you, is a bit odd. It takes some getting used to. Right, I have to go in with these and get that because the flat grips don't grip it. So. I should have just became a rock star, I'm pretty sure of that. I wouldn't have to do any of this, would I? It would have been me singing at the Brits on, was it Tuesday night? As opposed to Liam Gallagher. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I thought I'd made an invention to get me out of having to come to work every week. Turns out it's already been invented. I hadn't looked on the internet hard enough. Conduit threader that you put onto a impact wrench. So he's me thinking, I've done it, I've cracked it, I'm a millionaire this time next year, Rodney. We're millionaires. Anyway, brings it into work, showed one of the guys, showed Dave, and he goes, yeah, they already exist then, mate. He said, go on YouTube, put this in, put that in, so typed it in. Sure enough, the guy just going out. Hopes and dreams, shattered. Shattered. But, I have to think of something else, won't I? Have to think of something else. Let's see if Harry Styles will take me on as a roadie or something. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Harry Styles. Right then. This one can be sharpened as well, because there's quite a bit on some of these, and I don't need it. And this is just on the edge of the size that you can use the cutter on. It's a 3-core, I think it's a 3-core 10mm, but because it is an FP, the cable is a little bit thicker. I think if it was a 3-core 10mm as a normal cable, I think I'd struggle trying to make it, to get the wheels to actually bite onto the armouring. Let's see if I can get this one. Fudge. 1, 5, 6. Rubbish. Bloody rubbish. Going home tonight as well, so I'm hoping that the traffic's nice. Because otherwise what I might do is call in at the gym to let the traffic die down and then drive home. That way I can have a shower, so I don't have to drive home stinking of the day. I might have a go at that. This is awful stuff. Ah, just everywhere. Then you get all these straggly bits that you can't get rid of. Like old man's pubes. Not that I look at old man's pubes, but you know what I mean. Wedding ring on, boy. Wedding ring on. Every time. Every time, just like the last on the ship, down to the mast. Went to me, as I'm starting to walk up the steps, the cable went to my boot. Stuff like that, man, shouldn't happen. Weird. I'm definitely going to get some of those Knipex ones though. I think they're really good. Oh, got fiberglasses everywhere. I don't know what the deal is with this either. On like a 25mm gland, for some reason, the back nut, the compression nut, is bigger than the other bit, so you've got to adjust your grips every time. That's not even a pain in the arse, is it? Cheers, CMP. Used to be my favouriteest gland company. They're just making me work harder now. Bloody Harry Styles song in my head now. Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high. You're 43, man, sort it out. Not as bad as earlier on. Bloody Monster Mash in my head. What? I just kept going. I was working in the lab late one night. On the bend, man, on the bend. See this? Trying to tighten the lock nut, it's at arm's length because I can't get my body in because of these idiotic cables. And the cables, my cables are now behind these cables, so it's even harder. The grips keep slipping off because I'm not left-handed. Right, that's that one done. I've got another one in there. It's always good, isn't it? Safe, health and safety. You have to wear a chin strap, right? So your head's itchy, you've got to take it like that. I thought about that well, lads. And the reason you wear a chin strap is in case your hat either blows off in windy conditions. 100% of this job has been indoors. Where's the wind? Unless someone knocks a crack and fart out, this isn't getting blown off my head. But, tight rolls, isn't it? Tight rolls. Right then. So, that one needs to follow those. I'll have to cut some tie wraps off. I might have to climb them out a little bit. Look at that. I've just filled that bag. Hands and knees it was. On my hands and knees. Filled that bag because I haven't got a brush. I can't go any further. I've reached the point where I'm going to cut myself off, so I can't do any more. So I'm going home. It's 10 to 5 anyway, it's not like I'm getting an early dart or anything. But if I was going to continue doing what I was doing up there, I'd cut myself off and not be able to get at the lock nuts and all that sort of stuff on the other cables. The engineer came in, fortunately for me, and this cable here was over there, and it should have been at this panel. So fortunately, he sussed that out. There's a couple of other things that need doing on it because they seem to think that some of the cables are in the wrong place. Not my fault. They're labelled up wrong, or the panel's labelled up wrong. So that's going to be a whole load of fun on Monday morning. But I'm going home. I've got some stuff to throw in the skip, which is just outside, and then I've got all of that to carry to the van, which fortunately for me isn't that far away. And then I'll be on them bad boys on Tuesday, because apparently they're coming to mod that tomorrow. Put some, I think they're there, look, some extension bars, but then they're putting those on. I'm hoping they're putting them on really low because I haven't got a lot of room from the gland plate to the terminal hole anyway, and not that you can see through there. Can you see it any bit? Oh, look, have a look through that little hole. No, you can't see it. Yeah, there's not a great deal of room. I think you can see a bit better there. So I'm hoping that those extension bars aren't too long, because we'll be back to square one with it not being able to fit. But that's Tuesday's job. That's Monday's job to finish off, and then get me through that door and away home. So really, I can't even remember what this video was. It's I don't even know what I've done in it. Have I done anything? You probably won't be watching this bit anyway, but I think it was just these, getting them dressed round, a mess on the floor and whatever else. I don't even think there's anything informative in it. It was just my week at work. Wasn't really. Anyway, I'll edit it, see what it's like. If it's worth putting on, I'll put it on. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one, which will be those buggers on Tuesday, I reckon. I'm going to video that. They've got to sweep out of that hole. There we go, I'm doing everything backwards. Sweep out of that hole, up, and then back down into that panel there. That's going to be hilarious. But we'll get there. So see you on that one Tuesday morning.